Hi guys, today we're going to react to HANABI by East of Eden. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request by DJ Paz. Thank you, DJ Paz, for yet another request. Much appreciated.
Yep, thank you, DJ Paz. We appreciate the support as always.
Right from the get-go, I love their rhythm, the fast pace, the ferocity in their sound. There are elements in there of symphonic metal, as I think you've stated before. They kind of remind me of Nightwish's sound a bit.
Yeah, in spots.
Ayasa with the violin, her contribution to that specific portion that we just heard, if you take the violin out, it has symphonic elements. But because the violin is in, I can hear a country tone in it, like country music, but it's not country music at all. Just the violin element in it, like it gave it another vein that gives it something different, not just extra, but different. Takes it to a slightly different place than what it would have had not the violin been there. The video is shot like a sort of a documentary between a live show and what's happening behind the scenes. I think the aim here was to show the camaraderie between the band members. It's a fun music video.
Yeah. We've seen these types of videos before. Usually bands do them when they want to release something, but they've just done a few heavily invested music videos and they just kind of want to get one out either quickly or cheaply or whatever it is. So this is always a good way to do it, mix a little bit of live footage with some behind the scenes, more of a, like you said, a documentary style, which we actually love. The thing that you're talking about, like they have a lot of different styles sort of thrown in there, or at least it's reminiscent of a lot of different styles. Like you said, there's a symphonic metal sound in there. There's a little bit of country. There's a little bit of folk. Because the violin is so prominent in there, it even reminds me of like songs by The Corrs, who are not at all even rock, let alone metal. And it's really cool. I actually really like that. The previous songs we've covered of theirs had this a little bit more of a fun pop feel. This one feels a bit more serious. And you can even feel it. It's a little bit maybe darker in the delivery. And you can even feel that in Akane's vocals, where she's like more rocking it, kind of straight, hard, darker, like wants to be taken seriously in some way, I guess. Like saying, this is not just another fun song. This is something that means something to us. And I like that. It's refreshing. It's a little bit different to the other two songs we've covered from them already. The level of quality has not dropped at all. Still fantastic. So this band is definitely growing on me very, very quickly. It's climbing up that list of favorites. They are extremely proficient musicians, and so far I'm loving everything that they've released. I mean, we're only a minute and a half in, but so far, so great. So yeah.
Yeah, I love how you can read on this specific music video that their range is not limited to music with pop sensibilities or to just rock music or even elements of metal. You can see that they're capable of going to places that you probably never heard before from them. It hints it at every turn here, and I like what you said about they're going darker in this one. They are going darker, but it's not absolute dark. It's a spectrum, and they're not going that dark, but just enough to let you know that this is a more serious entry than at least what we've heard them do until now.
Yeah, it feels like maybe there's something personal in this one, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Much like many of the Japanese rock bands, especially the all-female bands, we've kind of come to notice that they're not easy, or it's not even necessary to categorize them. They're all rock bands, and they can do rock and pop in there and metal, and they kind of go in and out of all of those styles. This is not a big surprise or anything like that. It's just like another fantastic band.
They're not in a rush to define themselves. I think that many Japanese bands that we've seen, they're confident in dabbing in different styles. They do it with ease. Sometimes multiple styles in the same song that we've witnessed. It's like to be reacquainted with that kind of amalgamation within a single song almost creates a new style, to us at least. Usually a band falls in love with one style and they categorize themselves as playing in that style, but not these bands. I think it comes from their proficiency level and curiosity.
I think they have their favorite styles and they like to experiment and sort of flow in between them. And this kind of fixes, like in my mind, what J-rock or J-metal is about. Because it's Japanese, it's going to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of the other. Some of them lean more towards metal in their overall kind of approach, like say Love Bites, and some of them more to the rock side, like Bandmate. But you have a ton of other bands that are sort of in between, and they sort of ebb and flow between all those styles. Some rock harder than others, you know, like if you think about, say, HANABI, Trident, you know, they're all very, very different, but they all have that in common, that they easily go in between all those styles, and they are highly proficient at each and every one of those.
It's like the music style is not necessarily a signature, but a toolkit for these bands. They can use a specific tool if the song requires it. Discussed the hints of different styles, and then they went into the solos and accentuated even more. Ayasa's violin solo was the exact thing you'd expect to hear in a Western, even though it's in a song with an entirely different style, but the violin keeps that vein pulsating, you know, and alive, very, very prominent. And Yuki's guitar solo, it's so different from the violin style. I mean, I didn't quite take notice in the beginning, but Wakazaemon with the bass, I might be butchering her name, forgive me in advance, but she has been rocking it at a fast pace from the beginning of the song. She has yet to rest from a performance up to this point. She keeps the pace really, really, really fast. Didn't notice that before. I noticed that now. Amazing. And on top all of that, before the solos, they changed gears. They made it even better. I'm loving this.
Yeah, the gear change kind of cemented what I was thinking about in the beginning when I said that this is a bit darker. There's a slight hint of aggression in this one that we didn't have in the other two before. There's something aggressive in the delivery, especially of the vocals. And then it came in a gear change as well. I think I've said this before when we were listening to Jill with Unlucky Morpheus and with Quadratum. And I was saying, saying, she's rocking that violin, shredding that violin. And yeah, it's happening here as well. Ayasa is just, yeah, fantastic. What you were saying about Wakazaemon, that I hope I am not also butchering her name, on bass is also true for Mizuki on drums. I think they were both sort of keeping that pace in the background throughout the whole song, where so far they don't really have any of their own sort of solos, but geez, you can hear it. Especially now that we've been reacting for a while, I've kind of started getting used to trying to hear the different instruments, and I can definitely hear them in there, sort of keeping the pace and really rocking the crap out of this song. Just fantastic, all of it. I'm absolutely loving this.
Yeah, so far this song is like a non-stop roar.
This might be my favorite of the three so far, and I love the other two.
何のために何のためにここに生まれ落ちたのかさえわからなくたって愛になれば愛になればそれが意志を貫いた証だと輝きなよ何度あらたえ何度こらえたとえ数えきれなくなるほど傷を
Beautiful.
Nice.
That was an amazing experience. Really, really, really nice listening to East of Eden again. The subject matter, generally speaking, it was fairly not complicated to understand. They're comparing life to fireworks.
Which is what Hanabi means.
Yeah, which what Hanabi means. Fireworks, they have a really short lifespan. They shine really bright and then they dissipate. So they're actually trying to advise us or teach us life is fleeting, so you make sure you shine as bright as possible before you die, because we're all headed to the same place in the end. There's a grim outlook in it, but it's actually a very uplifting song. It's a very positive message to deliver. And they're actually, you said before, bands usually show a sort of documentary. It's a style that is fairly common. They show their efforts in that camaraderie that they have with each other. Even when they showed Akane backstage in that little section, before she goes out on the stage, she's like giving it her all, going out on stage and like tearing it up. That's what they mean. Live it to the max. That's the correlation to the fireworks, and it's a very positive message. I'm loving the subject matter because it really connects with their rhythm and pace, and what you said about the aggression of the song. It's like a wake-up call.
Yeah, I think the meaning, sort of the literal meaning, is like flower fire, which is what they call fireworks. Because when it explodes, it's like a flower.
Yeah, it looks like a flower.
It kind of blooms. And I think that's the side of it that they're trying to take on, that, okay, life is fleeting and, fireworks burn out quickly, but so do we. It seems like we're here for a long time, but it's really nothing. Make use of it while it's there and live life to the fullest and, take every opportunity and just do your best, because you'll, enjoy it more and achieve more and all the rest of it, which is kind of like a positive message and in some ways, also a powerful one. But yeah, it's like questions of existence, like why were we born? And I think it's coming from that angle of why are we here if not to do this? So yeah, no, just very, very cool. I am loving this band. They are so far on fire, I have to say, with the first 3 songs. And I'm definitely looking forward to more. They're flying up my list.
Yeah, I agree, as they do in mine.
So thanks, DJ Paz. That's just another fantastic request, and we appreciate the support. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks a lot, DJ Paz. We've enjoyed reacting to another East of Eden very much. Keep them coming. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
Yeah. The text is a commentary on sort of various political and social issues that people may agree with, they may not. I don't think it matters. I think you can still listen to someone who has any kind of opinion and respect their right to their opinion. Thanks very much, guys. As always, we appreciate you more than you know. Without you, there would be no show. So please come back. We'll be here in a couple of days with a new episode, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.